Hello and welcome to The Regulars. I'm Stacey McGonigal.
My name is Jason DeRoss.
Oh my God, we've made it to Friday. We are in ROBE. How are you feeling, Jason?
I'm amazed. I feel great.
I'm amazed. He's amazed. I'm amazed. We have a giggle from our guest already, which means we're in a good mood. So today, I am so excited. I've been looking forward to it all week. Before we even introduce our guest, he's already changed the way that we look and we vibe on this beautiful Friday. Jason,
As some of you know, it's already in the chat. People are in robes already.
They're in robes.
Great.
We fucking love it. Friday might just be in robe day. So let's just introduce our wonderful friend, writer, comedian, friend to us all, lover of lovers, gems of gems. If you know him, you love him. Everyone, it's Rob Baker.
Yay.
Hello.
Rob, we have been talking about it all week about you coming in and how excited we were.
Yeah.
It's like we're actual office workers and we just get together and we're like, are you ready for Casual Friday? You got something?
my nickname. That's my nickname.
I honestly,
Casual Friday.
we might actually, I mean, like nicknames might be something we need to introduce, and we might just need to bring in Casual Friday. Bakes just might need to come on every Friday with a cocktail and a robe and a chat. And that would make me so fucking happy. Now, I will say, I am boozing already because I found a teeny bottle of Bailey's and I did purchase it and it is in my coffee.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
so delicious.
Honestly.
Although, what are you doing outside? What are you doing outside shopping?
Huh?
You said you found it. Like, did you find it in your cupboards or did you find it at the LCBO?
I did my weekly errands, and here, let me tell you, I will tell you this. Everyone just order booze and have them deliver it to you because they really limited the amount of people in the LCBO. And they also had like 6 feet distance in the line, but that doesn't stop like just the full skeezes around who need to buy like Colt 45s. Just like, hey, can you grab some for me in there? And I'm like, I'm not doing that for you. It was Baker,
You made the mistake of showing up right when they opened. You're basically ready to rush it like a Black Friday.
Yeah. And then they let limited amount of people, and I felt very rushed, and I made some weird decisions. But Bailey's was at the cash, and yeah. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm having a nasty little morning, you know?
For sure, the booth, like the LCBO, is the one place you don't go to right when it opens.
No, you can't. No. I was mid-afternoon.
Yeah,
I went mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
Baker, I am loving this. Can we talk about, we got a new mic. Okay,
Yeah.
so Mr. Casual Friday. No shirt, only robe, LCBO tips from the best. That is what we can guarantee.
We did get a comment in the chat that we're twins, but I feel like we're Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger type twins.
That's so great. Who's that?
What?
Wait, I was gonna reference the one where he has a baby. Is that the same one?
That's twins.
That's Junior.
That's Junior.
You think they only did one movie together? No.
Do you think Danny DeVito was on set and was like, hey, I think we got a good thing going here. I think we can get a 3
For sure. For sure he was. Have you ever seen the clip where Danny DeVito showed up to like The View drunk because he drank limoncello all night with George Clooney?
No.
Oh, George Clooney prank. He pranked him. You're going on a show in the morning? Fuck yeah.
Limoncello, isn't that supposed to be just added a little bit to a beverage?
No, you drink. It's like is it like an aperitif or something? Like
I don't think that feels right in your
I would use
mouth.
that word ever in my life.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like it's before or after a meal or something.
I think it's after. It's like it's sweet. You serve it cold. You keep it in the freezer. It's delicious.
That's why we're so glad that you're here. We're talking cocktails. I also I have a simple syrup in my fridge now that I made with honey, not sugar. So we'll see how it turns out.
Yummy.
Is that okay?
Yum.
We're getting ahead of ourselves, but
yeah, we're getting ahead.
We're getting ahead. We're gonna get into it. I'm
we
excited.
can't be getting. Has Jason seen either movie?
This is what we want in our chat. It is the takedown of Jason. Okay.
The truth is, I have not seen Junior.
What an admission to make.
It's actually getting so sad because Jason brings up so many movies and he has not seen one that I'm concerned he's never seen a film.
I think
Can
the
I
other
tell a
movie.
little? I want
Please.
to tell a little story about Jason.
Every time the answer
Casual
is yes.
Friday. Okay.
Casual Friday's here. He's got a
Mr.
little story.
Mr. Casual
One time,
Friday.
Jason and I were writing something, and it was all about like the loss, the loss of a partner, right? So writing this sad comedy,
Of course.
and at one point, Jason was like I like it, but are you worried that it's too close to Dear John?
It was called Good Grief. It was great.
It was the first Dear John reference I'd heard in over 20 years.
Oh, easily. Easily. Easily.
If you haven't seen I've seen Dear John.
I don't think you have.
TV shows I've seen.
Oh, so he goes instantly. I've seen the movie. And no, I've seen the TV show of Dear John. No, I think you saw a man named John moving a TV to his house, and that's as close as you got.
And I was like, Dear John.
Good movie. Slow.
His partner must have passed away. Oh, I can't write that.
Classic Jason. Oh, that's so funny. Is anyone else
I think-
sweating while in robe? I'm sweating.
I am. What's happening here? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Do you think Danny, you could have put Danny DeVito in a third movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and put him
I
in
love that
Kindergarten
bit.
Cop and just have him run around as one of the kids.
Jason. In the early 90s? For sure. For sure.
I'm a kid.
I'm a kid. Hey, you want to taste some of my nasty little lemonade? I love nothing more than Danny DeVito in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And like wherever you sit on that show is fair. I love it.
Does anybody sit on the side of no thank you? I don't think so.
Some people, I think It's Always Sunny can get people like who don't. It's the same kind of people who don't like South Park and it took me a while to get into South Park because I thought it was kind of nasty or whatever.
Yeah.
And It's Always Sunny is like pretty, I don't know. But I think they do some great stuff. Anyways,
hilarious.
Danny DeVito is just, they make him nastier and nastier, just like this gross, disgusting, horrible human. One of my favorites is when he's naked, stuck in the leather couch so he can hear if people are talking about him, which I relate to on a base level. Have you not seen that episode? And he's sticking up the back of the leather couch. I'll get a photo. It's very funny.
I also was paying attention a bit to the chat because Jameson wrote, "Aren't they making triplets with Eddie Murphy?"
Don't
so are
want
they
it.
using this? They can't be. They can't be, right?
I mean, I would watch it. Wait, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito, and Eddie Murphy are going to be in a movie called Triplets? Because I'm there. I'm there opening night. Unlike LCBO, I'll be the first one there on opening day.
But who pitched that? Okay, one's short, one tall, one's fat, one's good shape. How do we make it different for the triplet? Different gender? No, that's
Jason,
No, too much.
you're
much,
joking.
much.
That's exactly how it was. What
That's
would make him
exactly it.
different? What would make the third triplet the funny one? Make him different. Is Eddie Murphy available? When he was like, yeah. Yes, I am. Thank you.
One person left the studio that day. Was like, okay, guys, I've had enough. I'm out.
Eddie Murphy was like, honey, I got the call. Open the champagne. I just found out that I've got brothers. Stupid joke.
I'm a cop in Detroit. Just found out I have two brothers in Los Angeles. Beverly Hills.
That's going to be the plot of Triplets. Eddie Murphy's from Detroit. And Danny DeVito's from the Bronx. And where's Arnold Schwarzenegger?
California.
California.
It would be in his contract. He'd be like, I'm from California. For sure
Yeah.
he's from California.
So he's from California. Danny DeVito's from the Bronx. And Murphy is a cop in Detroit. And they somehow find out that they're triplets. We just wrote this movie. We just wrote this.
Danny DeVito's like, he runs a taxi thing in the Bronx. is
For
what he
sure.
does.
For sure.
I don't want to get close to Dear John here, Baker. So.
I'm treading the line. It's the degrees of Judd Hirsch.
Danny DeVito is a criminal. He's running scams, charming scams. So we as an audience are never feeling unsafe by the scams, but there's a lot for sure.
Because they don't work out.
Yeah, sure. And that's how we all collaborate. Oh my God. Baker,
Shayla said that she washed her hair today and put on jeans, and which puts her like way above. All of us are sitting here in robes at this point.
Oh, totally. I'm loving robe life.
But I feel like that's a big win for somebody right now. So congratulations, Shayla.
Yeah, when's the last time you guys wore?
You started normal.
Yeah, when's the last time you guys wore real pants? We all take a breath. I don't fucking know. Who cares?
That means laundry.
I literally last night was shopping online. I didn't buy anything, but I was just looking at things that maybe I'd buy in the spring, like a fun dress. And then I was like, what am I doing? This is such a waste. Get out of here. Yeah, but I think I'm going to start investing in my backyard. So money might be going towards my my backyard. Yeah, updating it.
You gonna plant some root vegetables?
I'm gonna go full veggie. I'm doing a full veggie thing along the perimeter of my backyard, and I'm thinking, because I saw at IKEA, a hammock. We can't go wrong with a hammock.
At IKEA?
Yeah.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Jason,
where does everybody that lives in a frat or res go shop? IKEA for sure.
Here's the thing, though. So. Jason has not evolved past frat. Like, he's just like, you know what'd be cool even now? Let's get a freaking beer pong going.
And you know what's awesome? I never lived in a frat.
Because the frat's in you. You are frat.
You are frat. You love pranks. It's insane how much you love a prank. Like,
I love a good time.
We found your nickname's Frat. That's your nickname.
Oh yeah, we got Casual Fridays.
You don't think Potato Dave's hanging out at a frat? You got it.
Julie says she really can't look forward to wearing pants with non-elastic waist. Guess what? You live your own life, and guess what? You can say goodbye to constricting waistlines now. Only elastics. It could be your nickname could be Only Elastics. I would take it. Don't put pressure on yourself. Enjoy this time. We can't. We have to laugh and eat and joke. And do you say Haley pranked?
Yeah, because she wrote, he had me fooled, Jason. But then Tasha wrote, Chris Frat.
A pun. That's one thing I'm not at all. I am not punny. I can't think of puns ever. What's that improv game where you have to be punny?
There's a couple.
The basis.
They're all the lineup. They're all the ones that start, and they're supposed to be just like get your brain moving or whatever.
Isn't one called Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, there is. And it's all you do all the stuff the way you give them a location. They're like, how did Arnold Schwarzenegger say you die or something like that in this location?
Baker, you're not punny, are you?
No. I think
cool.
I don't want to offend anyone, but I know personally, I'm like, I'm not a pun person.
No, never been. I've never been a pun person. My life's been too hard. So
Second City titles, not your day.
It was the worst.
Oh, I've never.
That day always was like, no, because it's like. Naming a show is like 30 seconds of like interesting things and then 20 minutes of stupid waste of time.
Totally. And we're all thinking of the one person who did it the most. In our cast.
We almost had a show called 20,000 Laughs Under the Sea or something
I can't
like that.
with this. I can't.
The Fat Cat in the Hat. Yeah.
Oh, God. Julie said she once dated a guy who competed in a pun competition. She goes, it was my lowest point. Oh, Julie. Oh,
competitive punning.
This is
wow.
This might be the funniest comment I've ever seen and been a part of in my life. And then someone acknowledging it was their lowest point. I
feel like there's a nickname in there for Julie for sure.
Oh God, and I can't think of it.
But also, like that breakup would have been terrible. So.
No, let's hear it.
So I guess like an egg we're cracked, we're breaking. I couldn't even come up with one. I guess I would not win that competition.
Would he be holding a bun and be like, "We're bunned"? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get puns. I can't do it. We're bunned.
Our love is over. Just Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He just goes into full impressions. I bring this up a lot, but there was a guy in my high school who would do like physical bits, like his foot would get stuck on the floor and we'd be rushing, like those rush hour moments in high school. And he would do these long bits. And I just remember like, I couldn't give it away at that point. Like no one was wanting the McGonagall, but I knew seeing that fool, I was like, this is a boner killer. And he was also punny. And I was like, all of this is giving everyone diarrhea. He was just like high school McGonagall with her backpack being like, no one likes that. His name was Mike. Ugh, no.
So you have it. Puns, boner killer, diarrhea.
Diarrhea. Puns are...
Will you go to the prom with me?
Jan says she's personally offended by this conversation because she's very punny. But Jan's different because she is truly one of the funniest people you will ever meet. So, Jan, you're not a part of this.
Jan's skill goes so far beyond.
20,000 laughs under the sea.
So it's like 40,000 laughs under the sea. Jan's talent.
Jan has had...
She does puns that connect things.
Oh, yeah.
Like you start here, here, and she does all these connecting puns that end up and you're like in a place that you couldn't even have imagined.
100%. She just said, "Nice save, Stacy." Oh, Jan. Oh yeah. Someone's fishing. No, I'm kidding.
I just love her so much.
She's the best. Don't stop making food for us. We all
or tickle bitch t-shirts because that's
Jan made a tickle bitch t-shirt. Did you see that, Baker? I'll send you a photo.
No. Oh, that's so great.
She wore it a day or two after you were on and had a big tickle bitch sweater.
It was perfect.
So great.
It was perfect.
Hey, I don't want to jump ship, but I do want to jump into the ocean of alcohol. We were gonna puns? No, I don't know.
Oh God, Jesus.
But we were gonna talk about stuff today. Like we always wait till towards. Okay. Oh my God, I gotta go to jail.
I wish I was wearing a turtleneck underneath that I could have revealed when I hated what Jason was saying.
I just want to make a drink. That's all.
Okay, let's make a drink because I've been sipping. Ooh, he's back in. Now we have to give context. So Mr. Casual Friday, Rob Baker himself, is like one of the best cocktail makers I've ever been graced with. And your home and your bar, I think about often. It's so beautiful. And your skill is otherworldly to me.
Yeah, you've got like a collection of simple syrups that you've made from scratch or whatever, because you're just like, well, here's the one rosemary one. Here's a. We asked him to make drinks. We're like, hey, can you? We have limited things. He's like, great. Here's a menu to make a ginger simple syrup. Do this for tomorrow morning. And
so, Jason, show everyone you're gonna bring it in close to your mic because you're cut off a little bit. But you can show everyone this simple syrup you made. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. In his son's bedroom of all places.
I know. He wanted to be on the show today. He's like, I'm going to be on the show today. And he's like, what's that? I've got a whole lineup of like alcohol bottles and bitters and everything else. And he was like, what's all that? But
he doesn't need it yet. All right. So
for years I've wanted my kid to learn how to make drinks. Because I'm like, I think there'd be nothing cuter than my kid making me a cocktail.
That's so cute.
Cutest thing in the world.
You put Theo in like wardrobe of a film noir bartender, and then have him serve you drinks would be the best.
First of all, his style is already film noir bartender.
It's not
Don't disrespect his skill. I still think about that blouse. What is that? That white shirt he was wearing? It was like blousey. It was with the hat.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, like now that with COVID, he's gone full soft fabrics. All elastics.
We love.
He's like flip-flops. Like he's into flip-flops now. Like he doesn't want anything constricting his feet. It's fantastic.
Wow. That's really nice. It's nice that he's loosening.
Speak of.
Oh, here we go. Hi, sir.
Okay, say one thing and then you got to run, buddy. That's what happens. You want to say hi to Rob Baker and Stacy? And maybe Jan too, because Jan's watching. Okay.
We love that. Listen, a picture speaks 1,000 words, and we heard it there.
Yeah, and the people that are listening to this through the podcast are going to be like, yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Oh, no.
Okay, so
go ahead.
I want to talk about cocktails.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah. So like when when we talked about cocktails and we talked about mocktails, because people that don't drink also need yummy options.
Of course.
I thought long and hard about what's the perfect thing that's like a jumping off point for good drinks for people that would be easy to get right now. And ginger syrup was the thing that like made me go like, yum, that sounds fantastic. Lots of people have ginger.
Yes.
Ginger plus sugar plus water is like really yummy.
Wonderful.
You're so close already to like a ginger beer, ginger ale kind of thing that you can make at home.
That's so yum.
That's what I made. Yeah. So I made a ginger syrup for my drink.
I love that.
I added lime because I had lime juice.
Ooh, yum.
And then I added gin.
Oh my God.
And I put it, you can't see it, but I put it in the cup that you guys got me that says Dad on it.
Amazing. That's cute. I'm gonna tear up. That's just so sweet. Getting boozy.
For context, we got that because Baker directs our Fringe shows, and we got your son one because you guys have special times where you have a drink and he has a Coke, and that's his special time.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So sweet.
Yeah, we have cocktail hour. Yeah.
So it's gin, ginger simple syrup. Do you put soda in there?
Soda is perfect, and that's like if it's non-alcoholic, ginger syrup, lime juice, and soda water, fantastic.
Perfect.
Drink.
That sounds delicious. And then
if you have like mint, you could muddle some mint in there,
or
like
frick yeah, love a mint moment.
Or like some thyme, you could put a little bit of thyme in there.
Oh my God. So, do you have any soda water in your current cocktail? No, just lime juice, gin, ginger simple syrup.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
those
three things. And it's kind of a variation on a cocktail called a gin buck, which puts actual ginger ale in.
Yum. I'm making that. That's delicious. Ooh, my mouth is watering.
Yeah.
Jason, how is it?
Well, I did a different one because I don't have all those ingredients. I don't have the lime. I had the lemon, but I didn't think lemon might go as well as lime.
Lemon and ginger for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, what I did was dark rum, soda water, and then your ginger.
Oh, that's yummy. Hell yeah.
That's yummy.
It's very good. And I got
rum
my
and
big
ginger?
whiskey ice cube in there.
That's what I got to invest in is those whiskey ice cubes because I heard that they're obviously they're great for drinks, but if you take one of the balls and just rub them on your face in the morning, it's great for your skin too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, probably tightens up your pores is what happens.
Your pores.
Did he say pores?
He said tightens up your pores.
Tightens up your pores, man.
It tightens up your pores.
Mahalo.
Mahalo. Tightens up your pores, dude.
Tightens up your pores.
Tightens your pores. Sorry to those listening. It's disgusting. What is your...
Tightens up your pores. Sorry, I just had to do it too.
Everyone in the chat and at home, just try and say tighten up your pores and just tighten your mouth as much as you can. Tighten your pores.
Tighten up your pores.
You're still moving your mouth the most. Jameson said, apparently today is World Party Day. And that just, it tracks. It tracks. Now, Baker, what is your favorite cocktail of all time making that people need to get on board?
I mean, like, I love the classics. And what I love about cocktails is when you have just booze you're combining. Yeah. And it tastes so good. And it's not like drinking straight out of a bottle of gin. So like a gin martini, I love so much.
Me too.
Because it's like 2 ingredients plus an olive and ice. And it's just the most fantastic drink in the world. And it means so like, tasty. To me, it means like, even though I don't have a job, it means 5 p.m. on a Friday.
It totally does. Yeah, especially now. And I have, I just got like spicy olives and then I finished eating all the olives, kept the juice. And now today I'm going to have a dirty gin martini with the spicy olive juice. Yeah.
Throw a touch of Tabasco in there and it's really good.
One time I made a martini for Jason it was at my 40th birthday party. And he's like,
I overstayed my welcome.
Can you have to leave now.
Can you leave? I have a family.
He was like, can you put some olives in there? He had olives that like came out of he ate all my olives.
Oh my God, Jason.
He had good olives. It's Rob Baker's house.
The thing about Jason that's so interesting to me is like he's always concerned about like is he overstaying? Is he too much? But if you get a boozy Jason, he's overstaying. He's trying to elevate the party when everyone's ready to go to bed. And he'll be the only one at the party. He doesn't give a shit. There's so many stories I've heard of you. Remember one of our friends? You kind of didn't really know them that well, and then you ended up like in their condo, and then their girlfriend was like, can you go?" And you're like, "Right." You guys were on the balcony. Yeah, I'll tell you later.
The only times Jason has ever gotten mad at me is at 4 a.m. when I don't want to go to McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
I guess go home. I guess it's all over with, buddy. Friendship's done, I guess.
Oh yeah, Jason's the best.
Because I will say, like, we used to live in very different parts of the city. Like, we're pretty far apart. But like after we would do a monthly show together, and at the end of it, I would always take a taxi. When the bar closed up and we're like, no more drinks, we would taxi to Rob's house together. And I'd be like, yep, great. It's 3 a.m. Going to Rob's house then. Great. He's going to make us cocktails and we're going to have a good time.
I mean, that does sound like an amazing time, I have to say.
Yeah.
I do have to say. But or like
I also put this out there because you asked which one's your favorite one to make. You introduced me to paper planes.
Paper planes are so yummy.
Oh yeah.
The problem with a paper plane
is what a drink that is.
A paper plane is so delicious, and I will just knock them back like it's no joke, which is
because you can't even taste the booze. It's just like it's just a sweet drink.
Oh yeah, I used to drink. Oh, there's so much action.
Rochelle just came on. Did you see this on the chat? She just came on. She's like, I finally made it, but it's 4 a.m. where she is. She's in Melbourne.
Whoa,
that's really cool. I haven't seen that in the chat. Welcome. And you know, go to bed. No, also stay up. I say stay up and just get loopy with us. You know what I mean? It's already 4 a.m. Just do it.
Get in your robe, get a drink on, because me and Rob Baker know how to drink at 4 a.m. No problem. Rob, you're staying.
And you're not going. What? And you're staying. We're getting McDonald's and we're rallying. And we are rallying.
Didn't we have a hard time one time where like we're not near McDonald's, so we went to an A&W?
Oh, that's never as good. I think.
What we wanted to get to my house to drink, but we also wanted hamburgers, so we took an Uber to close to my house.
Oh my God. I love that. Oh, sorry. My phone just started playing the stream, so that's where we're at. I'm such an old woman with technology. Oh God, please stop.
Knew I said it wrong, Julie. I knew I said it wrong when it came out of my mouth, and I was so happy that Baker and Stacey didn't call me out on it.
What?
But I said Melbourne.
Oh no, yeah, Jesus Julie, Christ. We knew. Yeah. Oh, so people want to know what a paper plane is. So,
great.
Yeah, what's that?
So a paper plane is, this is from memory. It's got lemon juice. It's all equal parts, which makes it the easiest drink as well. It's like there's no different parts. Everything is 1-to-1. And it's lemon juice, Amaro, Aperol, and rye. I think that's it.
Yum.
So you got to buy those. Usually, like most people don't have those Italian bitters in their house, the Amaro and the Aperol, so they have to buy them.
It's also weird. After I found out about it, I found out like it's one of those things that you find out and you're like, oh, everybody's in the know. You go to a bar, it's one of the most common drinks on the cocktail menu, which is kind of crazy. So you'll be able to get one. And
what would you say if you're starting out building your bar? Because you have like a really extensive, lovely, wonderful bar. But what are the things that you want to start off with? Like, what are the essentials? Because it can be overwhelming.
It is for sure overwhelming. I think like having like, for me, rye whiskey and gin are the two best cocktail boozes.
Totally.
Or bourbon. Bourbon is good as well. I think those two boozes just go well with everything. Mm-hmm. So having those two, yummy.
That's totally true. And the thing that you got me into was what is it called? Bitters. Different bitters can really, and you can get like cheap little packs of bitters even off like Amazon or like in the grocery store. What's that?
Baker sort of bought me this bitters, sort of.
Okay. Please don't go into it, and please don't show us, and please don't tell us, and please don't tell us how you like it, and please don't help everyone watching.
You were there. Remember the same way we bought him the dad glasses after our.
Why don't you tell the people who don't know?
I am telling them. After the people that have bought. When we bought Baker those glasses, Baker bought me this nice bottle of bitters. Gorgeous. But it was also one of those nights where we were out till 4 a.m. And then in front of McDonald's, I had dropped it on the ground and it broke. So the next
Oh.
morning, I went to the store to buy this exact bottle of bitters
Oh, what does it taste like? What's the
to
vibe?
replace it. I mean, it's bitters. You don't drink it straight, right? You just kind of like add it to things, and it's nice. It's a good one. This is a good one. Thank you,
Yeah.
Baker. It's a great one.
I
That's
don't even know
great.
how to describe it, but it goes in a Sazerac, it goes in a Vieux Calais, it goes into all like
Old
the great,
fashioned.
the great New Orleans kind of cocktails.
Yum. It's also
It goes
great.
into.
It's also great if you I mean, I guess it has alcohol in it, but if you're looking to not booze, like I love a little bitters and a little orange and soda water and ice. It's
Oh,
really delicious too.
and those are great with soda water.
Yeah, really good. Add a little bitter to your
Yeah.
soda water. It's so yummy,
Yum, yum,
yummy,
yum.
yummy. Yummy. Also, if you're looking to like not snack at night, I'll do a bitters and soda water and it just kind of curbs it. So I'm not like, going to town on things.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because it cuts
But
it.
then what about chips?
I mean, hell yeah. What about chips? This is how I know like I'm in the quarantine zone because last night I ate guacamole and salsa and chips for dinner and I was like, I'm good. Just went to town. I had a cold beer and I was just like, this is my life. Didn't even put the chips in a bowl, baby. I ate them out of a bag.
Rob, can I get you into my office, please, for a second? I know it's Casual Friday.
No, he is Mr.
It's just-
Casual Friday. Can I help you?
You are Mr. Casual Friday. You're dancing and disrobing in the offices.
Yeah.
It's making it a chronocation. Everybody.
Coronation. Well, my life's
Someone
different,
just
so I'll
mentioned
just keep mine
coronation in
on.
the chat.
Oh, coronation.
Rochelle just threw out coronation. Let's all get into it.
Oh yeah. I love a little coronation. I am sweating so I really want to get one of your robes. For the next Casual Friday, I'm going to have to get a new robe. So,
This is such a thin robe, but I'm sweating more than any time I've ever been on the podcast, and I don't know why. Robes, maybe I don't know if it's a robe thing or what.
maybe
but-
you're just like loving your life and your body can't take it.
I'm so excited.
Rob, you missed this yesterday, but yesterday obviously in Toronto was like a beautiful day. It was so nice out, and there was a woman in a balcony. I can see her from my front window. Hot pink bikini, high heels, hot pink towel, hot pink recliner chair, having a time. Came out with a sandwich, chips, pickle, ate the pickle. She got stuck in her screen door making a phone call. It was perfect, and I missed her today. I feel like she's gonna be my she's my groundhog. Like I know when
we
it's
had
summer.
updates yesterday, and it was really nice. I would love it if the updates continued. Hopefully, she's okay.
She's not out today. I mean, I knew that's when we still had summer was still a bit away because she was still indoors.
We'll know this podcast is done when that woman walks over and puts dog shit into Stacy's recycling bin.
People keep doing it, and it's so close to my front window, and I can see them doing it. And
You
also,
sent me a picture of it. It's not like it's away from the street. It's behind a fence. Like you literally have to like open a gate, go into someone's yard, walk up their porch, and put it in the recycling bin. That's crazy.
yeah.
This is a metaphor for Stacy's life. Like it's the perfect metaphor. People put dog shit in her bin.
People
That's Stacy's life.
people be putting dog shit in my recycling bin. Okay? It's not even supposed to be there. That's how brutal this shit is in my life. Not supposed to be there.
They go out of their way.
They
It's
go-
not even on the way. Like, this one's way closer. But
Oh,
I just want to put it in that one.
it's you know what? I got the face for it. Let me tell you. There's something about it. Jan, she's in the chat. If Audrey's in the chat, she knows too. It's different for me. It's
Audrey's
like
there. Audrey's there. She said some nice things today.
Rob and I went to a butcher once, and I just tried to order a steak. I got so much attitude, and I didn't understand what was happening. And Rob was like, "It's different for you. I see it now."
I think people look at you and they're like, she's got the tough skin. We can give it to her. No problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna project. I'm just gonna project on this bitch. Just give me 1 second. She can take it. Hey, fuck you. So I'm like, I'm playing.
I've seen it so many times where I feel like I'm just standing behind you and just also I'm just like,
I love how I play.
you can't talk to somebody like that. Like people just think they can say
Oh,
their
totally.
darkest things right to your face.
And listen, sometimes I want it. I love the juice, right? Give me the juice, but sometimes pump the brakes. Just pump them, you know? I can't.
Sometimes you're like a cartoon energy or a cartoon character that just feeds off the energy of that, and it makes you more powerful.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah. When you come to rehearsal sometimes and that's happened to you, you are energized as fuck.
That's called upset.
That's called my feelings are hurt.
My feelings are hurt. And everyone's like, shut up, bitch. Stacey's energized. And I'm like,
I'm like, Stacey doesn't have feelings.
We're all okay. You know what's funny is like sometimes, and I don't do this often, but I'll just be like, I'm going to be quiet and just like reserved. And people are like, what's wrong with you? Like, I can't be quiet. I can't be loud. Anyways, that's just something I now Zoom with my therapist about. Are you guys zooming with the pissed? You're not, eh? Oof, let me tell you. That's why I bought these flowers.
I have not yet.
You haven't yet?
Sorry.
No. I'm due. Oh, Jan says she's also made that face. Yeah, when people are just giving me the business. I don't know. Although Audrey, one of my good friends, will say I most often deserve it, but you know. This is unrelated, guys, but I made what I thought to be the most perfect TikTok last night. I thought it. I was like, this is it. This is going viral. This is amazing, right? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, failed miserably. I put myself out there. I thought it was great. Nothing. Isn't that so?
But what's your measurement of success? Like, just didn't get a lot of
numbers, likes, people going, haha, hee hee, LOL, ta-ha-ha, whatever they want to do. But then it made me laugh so hard this morning because you know when you think, oh, this idea is going to be so funny, and then you step out and say it and it gets nothing and you're like, Jesus Christ. I just had a full fail. It's just guttural today. I thought it was very funny. Anyways.
I feel like that's the clearest possible feeling of being a funny person is like the moment of, I got this.
I got it.
Stepping out. And then no one is.
Oh,
you did not get that.
Didn't get it.
That's this podcast for me.
Oh,
you just tooting my pores.
Tooting me poos. Tooting me poos. For those listening and not watching, what you're hearing is people tight mouth saying tighten my pores while sweating in 3 robes. Oh, someone in the chat said, I saw it and I thought it was great. Thank you. Thank you. Trying to build my TikTok fortune. I'll play it by the end of the pod. We have the time and, we just got to promote when we must. But another thing people were asking that I thought over some cocktails we could discuss was how are people keeping themselves entertained during quarantine? Because people are getting a bit squirrely now. This is week 3, and it's looking like 2 months of more than that? 2 more months? Right. Is that what it is officially? Not officially, but...
Like schools are closed until mid-May, I think, right now. Okay. But it's like there's no way it's done by then.
No.
It's
and
wild.
We're 3 weeks in since the schools have been closed. Like 3 weeks ago today was my son's last day at his school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Here's the thing that I've started doing that I really love.
Yes, share.
I've started like cooking really slow.
Of course.
Yes.
And really exact. So for the first time in my life, I cut onions perfectly when I'm cutting up an onion.
That's awesome.
I do everything. I'm like, who cares? I'm going to make carrot matchsticks. I'm going to julienne my carrots because there's no reason not to.
Exactly.
And I love it so much.
Oh, wow. That's really, really nice.
I'm just downloading Zoom backgrounds. That's what I'm doing. So
Zoom backgrounds. No, I'm now making it.
Have you gotten the Microsoft 98 one yet?
No, but now that you said it, that's the first thing I'm doing when I get off this podcast.
Yeah, you gotta get that one. That's the best one.
I'm not Zooming as much. I'm doing impromptu FaceTimes. I want people to go, huh, right before they talk to me. I like a little fright, in my my FaceTime chats. I'm gonna, hey there. I did that to our dear friend Two Little Sandwiches. Her hair was fully in rollers. It was the most perfect reveal I've ever seen. She was like, hello. Loved it. It was great, but I'm not zooming as much. Oh, this is excited burger. Burger's really
We had a
giving me the
Zoom
business.
last night with a bunch of parents, so we could just all commiserate on like how crazy it is. Because I don't know if you watched like Colbert and interview John Oliver the other night. I think I told you about this, Baker, but like John Oliver was exhausted because I guess he has a 1 and a 4-year-old, and he's just like, I'm making a show, but like he's falling apart.
Oh
so
my
all
God.
of these people that have young children at home, teachers are gods and goddesses and heroes because it's crazy what they go through. It's nuts.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I don't have kids or anything or responsibility or anyone checking up on me, but I can imagine.
You got dogs. You got 2 lovely dogs.
Oh my God. And they're just being way too much. Way, way too much. I can't.
You know what? I could see Danny DeVito voicing Burger.
Oh, 100%. That is a 100% guarantee.
And Hugh Laurie would be Vic for sure.
Oh, hello. Don't mind me.
We just got to fit Eddie Murphy in there, and then we got a show.
He'll play me. He'll play me.
Eddie Murphy's like the fly on the wall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, they're being like, I'm starting to talk to them like they're real people. And like Burger is just on another level. Like he has this whole apartment and I just don't let him go in my bedroom. That's the only place he wants to go. Yesterday, I have to put a little baby gate and I was doing laundry and stuff. Forgot about it. Couldn't find Burger for like 15 minutes. Under a blanket in my bedroom, in my bed, sleeping on the pillow, head on pillow. I was like, you son of a bitch. Anyways.
What? I need a nap.
What are you talking about? Oh, I can't. You get to sleep in the bedroom and I don't? What am I, an animal to you? He's too much. Yeah. Anyways.
He's like my favorite being. He's my favorite living being.
Oh, Burger.
He's so clear. Every face he makes, like there's 1,000 years of disappointment in every single look he makes.
Oh, he is gotten to a point.
Reincarnation is real. He's like every smart person ever, just reincarnated again and again. Like
Burger?
It's essentially like, yeah.
No, Burger's every man who thought he had, like he could pull one over on the banks, all rolled into one. He's a scammer. He's a full scammer. Okay? He smacked his water dish. And I was like, I looked at him and he went, and then he smacked it again. Why? Just wanted me to look at him. That's it. He just wanted to be looked at. I can't with this dog.
Got what he wanted.
Oh, he did.
Use what you got. Smartest man in the world does that, no problem.
Yeah, he's something. He's something. Is there anything else you guys are doing?
I'm just on the thing now. Rochelle said that jigsaws, origami, and lots of procrastination about cleaning the house. Oh God,
origami.
Today's not my
so
day.
Let's go back. Origami.
That's right. Jigsaws, which a lot of people are doing puzzles right now. It seems like.
Oh, Jameson just said Zoom is apparently stealing information.
Yeah.
I think everything is. I have it.
Sure.
That's just take it.
We're minding the shit out of this chat right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We all go silent, just start reading the chat. If you're listening to this, you can go to our YouTube and find out what 3 people in robes are reading in the chat. No, I literally am at the point in my isolation where I'm like, do I need a Kindle? Do I need an iPad instead of just ordering a book or getting the audiobook? I'm like, do I need to get a tool that will make me read more? And everyone's saying not to get a Kindle, but I'm feeling like I need to like find some new hobbies. You know what I mean? You guys reading? Are you?
Yep, I am.
You actually are, Jason? What are you reading?
I'm reading the chat right now.
Oh, okay. No one's into my reading bit.
Oh, what am I reading? I'm reading a thing called The Day Tripper right now.
What's that about?
It's kind of morbid, but it's about death, but it's about death and kind of like realizing the moment you're in. It's kind of like a really beautiful bunch of short stories done, but in a graphic novel.
Oh, it sounds like Dear John.
You're not wrong.
It's a little close.
Jan said that Burger is the kind of man who bought a suit at Value Village and then a woman with a lot of money falls in love with him instantly. Totally. And she has to teach him how to read and write and eat without getting it all over himself. Without
I once met Dom DeLuise at a Value Village.
That that tracks. First of all, no one has a better name than Dom DeLuise. Who?
Yeah, great name.
Who? Someone come at me with it. I can't. You won't find it. Dom DeLuise. And he's exactly what you'd think he'd be. Too much.
Yeah.
I miss acting like that because I feel like I would be so famous right now if we stopped at Dom DeLuise. If we saw him and went, that's the best, I'd be famous. I'd be a billionaire. I'm convinced.
If a sketch artist walked into a grade 5 classroom and said, hey, can you describe Dom DeLuise? And it was a class of 30, he'd have 30 pictures that were all the same.
Oh.
They would describe him perfectly. No problem.
How would you describe Dom DeLuise, Jason?
You know, that guy that oars up to Kermit in the Muppet movie, you know?
Oh my
For
God.
sure he's got one of those Kangol hats on at all time.
A Kangol hat?
He had it when I met him. Yeah, he was wearing that.
No way.
He always does. Yeah.
Did you say anything to him, Rob? What'd you say?
Round face, dimples bigger than Santa Claus, and red face. Good. There you go.
What did you say to him?
So I worked at Value Village when I was like 19.
Whoa.
So I was working. And then all of a sudden, like outside the Value Village, this limo pulls up to the Value Village.
No.
And these two hunks get out of the front seats.
This
like these two like 20-year-old, like one blonde, one brunette, hunks, like 6'4", 220, just like hunky guys.
I love
they
this.
both open the doors. They open the doors of the Value Village, and then they open the door of the limo, and out steps Dom DeLuise.
Hello.
And he walks right into the Value Village, and he's like, "Hey, you!" And I'm like, "What? Dom DeLuise?" And he's like, "I need a suit in my size."
And then he unzipped, and it was Burger.
They're the same size because he's like, it's like this, like just like really short, really big, hard to get a suit.
Whoa! Did you find a suit?
Him and Danny DeVito in Twins would not be as fun because they're pretty similar.
Yeah, they're pretty similar. Yeah. Another great name, I think, when you're talking about like perfectly named people.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. 100%. And if you asked maybe the same group of children, right? Hey, what's Danny DeVito? They'd all go, I bet he's the Penguin. We go, he was.
They'd also be like, what is this class? What are you, you're like a substitute? You don't have a plan today? What is this?
The three of us emerge with a bar cart and we go, today, paper planes.
And then that Paper Planes song by MIA starts playing and we
Jason,
like,
no, goodbye.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol at Big Cat Rescue.
I can't with it. I pressed the wrong button and you got Carol Baskins. Have we talked about Tiger King with Nigel, but have you finished it, Rob?
I'm 2 episodes in, so I'm not finished.
Oh, you just started it. You're just on your journey.
I don't know if you guys have talked about this, but there's one thing that I've loved more than anything. And that's when Joe Exotic gets married to his 2 husbands.
Oh, yeah.
And in that marriage, it's like, and now you can kiss each other. They both kiss him, but they don't kiss each other.
No. Right. Yeah.
That was my favorite part of the whole thing.
They were both
like, you're about to have 18 favorite parts during this.
Oh yeah, there's tons.
It's just getting started.
But it was really funny.
Talked about that?
No, we never talked.
We haven't talked about that exact moment.
Oh no,
hell no,
no.
Good.
But I thought you were just gonna bring up like the photo shoot they obviously did right after with like they're just lying like topless all together like hanging out like it's a Sears photo, but like here's our family photo.
No, I love that. Like, no, you're just both married to me.
But I think they both were also like, they kissed him and then each other. They're like, they're just. And then Joe Exotic's like, I'm married 2 straight men. Isn't that crazy? It's like, you're their drug dealer. So I guess they married their drug dealer for a discount on drugs.
Which I've been there. So yeah.
I'm laughing, but I'm sorry. No, but it's just so bananas, and it's like, do you think that show Now, of course, because we can't have anything nice, people are like, the only reason we're liking it is because we're in quarantine. It's like, well, isn't that okay? Can't we can't we just like it? Does it need to be bad?
I also don't agree with that. I think it's still maybe we're not got as big because now people are watching TV that maybe wouldn't be watching TV, but it's still gonna blow up. It's Tiger King.
It's bananas.
It's sensationalism to the nth degree.
Oh, and it moves so fast. Like there's like it's just
totally.
like that. Like it's really well done.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to finish
Jameson's on here losing his mind somewhere.
Oh yeah.
There are people that are like rightfully so being like, look, this is just a more like the morals of this are sitting in the bottom of Stacey's recycling bin. Essentially, like it's terrible.
Well, I just feel like those people in the world exist, and it might be hard to watch for some people, but that doesn't mean we should be like pretending they don't exist. You know what I mean? It's a hard watch, but I feel like I'm related to some of them in some way, so I can't.
Rochelle says you can never have too much Carol Baskin.
Well, Carol Baskin's is you're about to find out so much stuff, Rob. We'll get off the topic because there's so much awaiting you. I can't.
Yeah.
And her story is so close to Dear John. It's insane.
But the thing is, it's like I am running out of things to watch. Like my erotic paint by numbers it's taking way too much time.
We haven't had an update in that in a while. So what's going on with your paint by numbers?
It's slow.
Are you about to show us?
Well, I'll tell you, like, I don't know if we can see it. Like it might be too sunny out. But there's so many little tiny, it's not like a big blob. It's not like, hey, paint this big blob section. It's like such small sections that take so long to do. Mm-hmm. Maybe I just got to hunker down.
You said it was erotic? What's erotic about it?
Oh, have I not shown you the photo of it? Let me see.
No.
Let me grab it. Let's see if I got it. Where are you? Oh, it might be over there. It's an erotic photo of a man holding a woman with thick red hair. I would call this more of a vision board for me. And oh, I can't find a picture of it, but I'll send it to you. And I bought it on Amazon. I was like, oh, this will be funny. But now it's like such an elaborate. Like I've only done this corner of it. I don't know if you can see. Like it took for.
You can see the kind of like the extent that you've done, but I'm sure it's gonna be great, man.
Oh, I know, but now I have to put it up. Now it's gonna be a piece of art in my house. It's gonna take too long, but it's erotic. It's just a man holding a woman and kissing her neck. Mm. Yeah, bought it as a joke, like everything in life. First it's a joke, and then it becomes something in your home that you're like, have you seen this? Have you seen this beautiful piece of art that I have? I did. Yeah.
I think you have like most of your artwork is that in your house. So at this point,
what?
You have like great stuff that it was like, oh, this was funny, and that's kind of like an inside thing, and then you're like, well, I'll frame it, and it's.
Oh, great. I frame everything. I love a card. I love framing a card. It's so good. So I like when people put in an effort with a nice card. You know, my parents always give those Shoppers Drug Mart cards with like a wave that's like, to my daughter on her birth. It's like, what am I gonna do with this? You know, and it lets the card do all the talking in the middle. Do you know the cards I'm talking about?
The only thing you read was the price on the back to be like, which one's the $2.99 one? Great.
Yeah, and then you know what they would do? My parents would give me those like weird, like oddly sensual, like to my daughter, and then they would underline what the card said. To Stacy, and then underline what the card said. Love mom and dad. My dad wouldn't even sign it. My mom would do both. I was like, you couldn't write dad? You couldn't get the 3 letters in? No? Okay.
They underline it because they would say the same thing, but they would say it yelling. So that's why they underline it.
We're fucking proud of you.
You're my daughter.
You're my daughter.
Why is daughter circled?
Because you're my daughter. You're my daughter.
Read the card.
Did you read the card? Did you read the card?
You're my daughter.
You're the rainbow of my love.
Did you see the rainbow? Textured. There's glitter on it. It's textured.
Touch it.
Oh,
Touch
yeah.
the card.
That's how
I know it was $2.99.
I underlined $2.99.
It's not far off from how I give gifts, obviously, because genetics, but that is how my parents, did you read the card first? And it's like, who cares? Okay, yeah, okay. Pretty nice, huh? Pretty nice that your brother got you that card because you guys have been fighting. Yeah, well, he hasn't apologized. Well, the card did. Did he underline I'm sorry? He did. Oh,
Why
God.
does he have a happy birthday card that says who made the birthday card that says I'm sorry?
Honestly, I feel like someone needs to just make cards for real circumstances like that. Like the front just says, I'm a fucking asshole, I'm sorry. I'd frame that card.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
love happy birthday.
Happy birthday, I'm sorry.
I love happy birthday, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, totally. Happy birthday, I'm sorry. Can someone make that? You'll make millions of dollars. We've already given, first of all,
it was my fault. Happy birthday, it was my fault.
Dear Hollywood, we've already given you a blockbuster hit, Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Eddie Murphy, triplets. Okay? That's already done. Mm-hmm. Now we've already done a small business that's going to boom. Happy birthday, I'm sorry. And that's what the company's called as well. Dragons, it started with a simple idea. Hi, we're the Robes. And one of you can paint. Can't you draw, Baker? Is that one of your skills as well?
Oh, I'm terrible. I can draw Fred Flintstone. That's it. I can draw Fred Flintstone.
I can draw a pencil, and that's it. Jason, what can you do?
You can do paint by numbers. We can get a bunch of paint by numbers and then put happy birthday, I'm sorry under it.
I can't. I'll see if I can get someone on the business. So we're kind of tomorrow, because I'm just like solo quarantine. I'm like running 5 businesses from my home. Now, Baker, as we wrap up to go, I'm going to put your little screen on with all of your information, your Twitter, your Insta. Now, where else can we find you? What else are you doing? You're doing stuff on the tweets. You're doing stuff on the grams. You're not going to be back on Fridays doing casual Mr. Fridays.
Yeah, that's the most important thing for me right now is to be here on Friday.
I love it. What new cocktail? We should do a cocktail. We'll put out the recipe on Thursdays, and everyone will just booze it on the Friday. That's what I'm thinking off the top of my little tippy top.
We're putting
a
lot of responsibility on Casual Friday, but I'm in.
Well, first of all, if you've come to the regulars, you know it's probably going to be the same drink until we all perfect it, and we can do it without a recipe.
Spoiler alert, it'll never be perfected.
Yeah. No, never.
And check out our drink this week, same as last week.
But this time, we're eyeballing everything. Is there any tips at all, last minute tips before we conclude anything? What can people do that's fun on the weekend? Anything? The chat? My guess? Jason? Any plans?
It's crazy because what we've been doing a lot is just getting out and like going to, I say park, but it's not really a park because they've closed all the parks down, but just finding fields and running them. But now they're starting to close fields down out here.
Oh yeah.
So it's getting more and more difficult to like whatever. So for inside time, I'm on the Zoom chats, get those Zooms backgrounds, and we have that pub trivia night. We have a birthday party this weekend for somebody we know. It's going to be done over Zoom, which is kind of weird.
Nice.
Oh, also, we messed up because...
Happy birthday, I'm sorry.
Happy birthday, I'm sorry. I'm getting those cards made, and I'm sending you both one. Trust and believe. We were talking yesterday about a potential movie.
Oh, yes.
People want like a movie that we all watch and then we talk about it. Now we can ask Baker what he thinks is the best one. So John Hughes was brought up because based on our Bikini Queen from yesterday, Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club. What was the other one? Oh, Ferris Bueller. What was another one? What's just a good flick? What do people want?
We're just trying. The goal was to find out if a movie that we all kind of loved back in maybe like the 90s stands up.
Still holds up.
Right. So what I think of right away is I think of Two Little Sandwiches, and her favorite movie is Step Brothers.
Step Brothers is so good.
It holds up.
It's the best movie in the world.
Maybe we all watch Step Brothers. That's a complete turn from what we were talking about. Tell us in the chat. What do you think?
I love the idea of Step Brothers, but I feel like I've probably watched that too recently because I've seen it's on. I've watched it a bunch.
Okay.
We're trying to find one that's like, we probably haven't seen it in at least a decade.
A
if
decade?
We've watched it at all. At least.
How
right?
long ago did you watch Step Brothers?
I've watched it within the last 30 days.
You have a family. How are you finding the time?
You just do with Step Brothers. You just do.
Oh, God.
Rochelle said 10 Things I Hated About You was a great suggestion from yesterday.
Have you seen that movie? It's with Julia Stiles. Yeah, this is after your time, Jay.
No, I remember it. I remember it very well, but like I never saw it, but I remember it.
Well, this was also the
I
thing.
think I even had the soundtrack.
So Jason, we also thought about potentially watching a movie that Jason has claimed to have watched and hasn't. So Sliding Doors, Say
Butterfly
Anything, Say Anything, Butterfly Effect, The Game.
The Game was still one that I'm like, do you ever watch The Game, Baker?
I don't know if I have, but I loved Sliding Doors. I watched it so many times.
Is it good?
Maybe that's the movie to watch. The other one that I was going to say is we talked a little bit about yesterday about my run-in with Ryan Gosling at the supermarket. The movie that I told him that I loved but don't remember at all was Stay. And I bet you most people haven't seen the movie Stay.
No.
So there's one as well.
I don't know because, Jason, your suggestions come out of left field and you really play this lottery of like, it could
It's
be
not
amazing.
even left field. It's the grandstands behind left field where people are ordering hot dogs for free. And I love sitting there.
I might want to watch Step Brothers. I think we're all losing our minds and I think we need a little ha-ha and hee-hee.
Oh, Tasha says "Can't Buy Me Love." The suggestions are flowing in now.
Someone
There's
said,
Casino,
Haley said cocktail. Cocktail makes me, remember when the three of us, okay, this is one of my favorite memories. Rob, Jason, and I, one time while rehearsing, taking a break, we looked up the plot of Cocktail and it's absolutely nuts.
Nuts.
The best.
It's so layered.
It's like Tom Cruise falls in love. He really loves a woman, but then his coworker's like, "I'll bet you $50 I can sleep with that other woman before you." And Tom Cruise is like, "You're on."
$50? Hell yeah.
Cheats on the woman that he loves. Like, then he's a flair bartender, but then he has to go to the beach. It's like, what's happening? It makes no sense.
Greatest.
And the happy ending is he gets a bar on the beach. That's his happy ending.
And his love of his life is like, well, I have this kid, so I guess you'll do. And then the ending just kind of peters out like a sad fart. It's like, and they end up happy together. It's nice.
It's kind of like Jerry Maguire.
No, he doesn't end up. He doesn't end up with a bar on the beach. Remember, doesn't he get that Irish pub? And at the end, how do I remember this? I have no idea. But, anyways,
Well, maybe you're right. I thought there was at the end he was on a bar on a beach. Maybe this is a movie we have to watch, even though I kind of don't want to. But
Baker, what would you suggest we watch?
Clueless. Sarah coming up with Clueless.
Oh, that's a good one. I love that movie.
Yeah, let's watch Clueless because not to bring it back to my TikTok, but
Spaceballs. Thank you, Snake King. When I woke up this morning, I knew I would say out loud, choose Spaceballs. Thank you, Snake King. It's all coming together.
Spaceballs. Thank you, Snaking. Oh no, we've lost people. Oh, this is great. I think Baker's gonna come back. Did we lose Bakes?
I think he's half there because I've got like a half screen now. It sounded like he popped back, but we might have lost Rob Baker.
Oh no. Okay, so we have to pick a movie, and what would you want it to be?
There's a lot of people that are, when I say a lot of people, at least one other person has high-fived the Clueless idea.
Okay, so let's just do, because we're here. Let's do Clueless.
Okay.
Yeah, do we want to?
I think we need 3 yeses or 3 nos in the chat. 1, 2, 3, go. Yes or no?
Yeah, we
yes
need to sort this out. Okay, so let's do. Yeah. Let's do Clueless.
And someone loved it was Audrey, but Audrey loved your TikTok comparing outfits to Cher.
That's cute. Thank you, Audrey. I need the support.
Get on Stacey's TikTok.
We are going to do Clueless. That's what we'll do. Everyone have a good time. We can enjoy the gem of gems that is Paul Rudd. And he's Oh, do we have bakes? We might.
He's really just popping in. It feels like he's bobbing in the water, and we can just hear his voice sort of every once. We've got a lot of yeses. I think
Okay, great.
Clueless is it.
Clueless is the movie.
Done Clueless.
So everyone.
Baker's back.
Oh, he is?
Well, I can see him now.
Oh, I can't hear him at all. Can you not?
I cannot hear him.
So, okay. So what we're going to do is thanks, Rob Baker. This just kind of fell apart at the end, but here we are. Baker, you can follow him on Twitter and on Instagram. Here's his little, I've got Jason's picture up because we've lost Baker. So please, oh my God, Baker, you're back. I can see you. Can we hear you? We can't hear him.
There's no volume, no volume.
So thank you, Rob Baker, for being on the show. And we will see him hopefully on Friday with another little cocktail for Mr. Casual Fridays. Everyone have the best weekend. Jason, is there anything you want to say?
I want to say happy weekend. I'm sorry.
Happy birthday. I'm sorry. Everyone have the best weekend. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Just get delivery. And we will see you here on Monday. Bye.
Bye, Baker.